The thing with using old pallets is, although they've got a load of character, and each one of these slats has got tons and tons of character, they can occasionally be warped and yeah, all sorts. So what I do once I've pulled all the nails out is clamp them flat to each other, and you can see up here already there's some which aren't going to be, you see that quite badly. A lot of those they'll go through the jointer and then the thicknesser, or as the Americans say, the jointer and then the planer, except what we call a planer they call a jointer, and what we call a thicknesser they call a planer. Oh god, I wish I hadn't started that one again now. So yeah, I'll get some decent wood out of this, but this has been clamped up now like this for 6 months. Over 6 months, just over 6 months. Beginning of June 2018, and it's now the 3rd of January 2019. So I'm going to unclamp these now. There's 2 clamps on the bottom and 1 clamp on the top. That stops it bowing out and flipping all over the workshop. So I'll unclamp that now and we'll see what they look like. Okay, Delilah, should we go for this? Right, here we go. That's not bad. Given the state that some of these were in when I put them into press, I'm quite happy with the result of this, I have to be honest. There's a couple here which, okay, use that end, not the other end. That's the way it goes with pallet wood. That strap, by the way, was only around there to hold them in place while I clamped it. It didn't perform any particular restraining activity. So that, okay, that's a bit of a waster, bit of a wasteman, as our mayor would say. I'm happy with these. There are boards here what I can use, and there's some that have got odd little bits of character. Yeah, alright, well, yeah, that's okay. And there's some, that one, I'm not sure, that'll be a full length board, we might chop that one off at the end. But all in all, we have, did anyone count them? I thought that's 28. Now someone can probably count them. I seem to remember doing 28. Might not have done. Might have been 27. Might have been 29. But that's how I start to prepare. And this is all dry now, totally dry. As it's been inside here in the warm workshop for over the 6 month period. So that's what I then use to make things out of. You really wanted to know that, didn't you? Right, should we do some work, Delilah? Hey, darling, shall we? Yeah, she's nodding. Do you like her satchel? Look at that. Okay, I better start to make something now then. So I've taken out the ones that I'm going to use and have clamped the remaining 21. There was 28. Alright. 20. I've taken. How many have I taken out? No, I've taken 7 out. Oh. It is the 3rd of January. I've taken 7 out, so it should be 21. We're going to count them now, boys and girls. As if you haven't got enough life lost already. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Right. Make something. Make something, Martin. Make something. somewhat ironically, the 3 boards that I thought looked really nice for this particular project, what I is about to do, I thought brilliant, yeah, okay, they'll look alright. And then of course they're different bloody thicknesses. Oh well, not to worry. That's why we have a thicknesser, or as the Americans call it, a planer. Except what we call a planer, they call a jointer. I'm doing it again. Stop it. This is by far the noisiest machine I've got in the workshop. Do you know, that's why I usually find myself wearing noise cancelling headphones. But you see, that bit there makes everything the same thickness. Well, it's supposed to make everything the same thickness. So when this is all laid down and laid out, it will be the same thickness across. Now, the thing with the thicknesser, or as the Americans call it, the planer, is that it pushes it down as it goes through. So it will take all of those, it will emphasise, but it doesn't really matter. You know, if I'd have put it through the jointer first, or what we call a planer. Are you confused with these terms yet, boys and girls? Then this would have been flat, and then we could have put it through there, and everything would have been cushy. But it doesn't, excuse me, it doesn't matter because of the way I'm going to join them together. I'm going to put some biscuits in there. If you don't know what biscuits are, keep watching, because I might end up doing a video about this. Who knows? But yes, very, very noisy machine, isn't it, Delilah? Yes. She's sort of shaking her head a little bit, saying you've mentioned biscuits now, and everyone's going to think that you're mad. Well, I am, but these are biscuits, and what they are, they're called biscuits. I'm not really going to put it together with real biscuits because I've eaten them all. But these are little sort of, I don't know what they're made of, sort of woodish bits, and then you glue them, and the glue expands them, and you use a tool like this. And I've had this for years, but what that does is that cuts a slot in here like that. I wonder if I can do this without, it's only one-handed, so you glue that in there. Oops, you glue that. I hate doing this one-handed. One day I might actually use a tripod that a mate of mine lent me, and it's not overly critical on here because these are going to be all supported from behind as well, so this is more to keep the boards in alignment with each other, because they can and quite likely will bow. You see what I've done there? I've already put a biscuit in there, look at that. So then that all goes together and keeps them all nicely aligned together. So then I shall put clamps on to just pull them in, and I want the gaps because the gaps are going to be quite a vital part. But as you'll see, again, just stick a biscuit in there, and then it slots into the other one. Line it up, clamp, glue, and then that after will be solid as 3 bits of warped pallet wood. Yeah. Oh, biscuits, biscuits, Marley, biscuits. A little tip to myself for the future: use more biscuits, use more glue, and leave it clamped up for longer. As I had to disassemble it because it fell apart. Anyway, glued it together and it cut some holes in it. Oh, what magical mystery is this going to turn out to be, boys and girls? Oh, oh. That's the artistic bit. But unfortunately, this is the flap on my phone, which is casting a shadow over here. So let's rubbish that up. I go, ooh, do it again. Because we've got to finish with the logo. Oh, now I'm the shadow. Oh, sod it. I suppose now it's nearly finished. I should do the official bit of videoing. Its serial number. Yeah, right, done that now. That was a bit boring really, wasn't it? Sorry about that. Didn't really infuse anybody. I ought to just say this wire here is purely for testing with the safe block, and it will be terminated with a proper wire and a cable clamp there. But before I do it, flip it over, it's now late o'clock at night. Well, it's not late o'clock, it's 8:30. But anyway, too late to be working and too late for me to be doing this. I just want to show you the other side. I think this is beautiful. This is pallet wood, boys and girls. Pallet wood. And it just has come up so beautiful. And alright, the lights set inside it, yeah, it kind of like works. I wanted like ultra trendy modern LEDs, but the beauty of this wood, I don't know if I can really do it justice, because I'm taking the liberty of filming this on my mobile telephone. But this wood is beautiful, really, really beautiful. Anyway, coming over to the back, and yeah, so there we are. Next I will show you it lit up. These are from a previous collection, the window corners. They're actually transparent, the light comes through them and they got photoluminescent. Anyway, you don't want to know about that, you want to know about this, and this is what I thought it would make a nice wall light. At the moment it's only plugged into that safe block to test it. So this is in the vertical position, and I can show you what it's like a light. Ow! Oh, crumbs. So it's quite bright. And it has got lots of character in it. Molly. Right, so that's in the vertical position. I'm going to try and find somewhere where I can put it in a horizontal position, but I'm quite whatever the cross between pleased and proud is. Ploused, pleased, one of those. And there's a horizontal light. Actually, that does looks really pretty cool actually. Yeah. So there we are, as a horizontal wall light, or it could also be a, you know, you could hang it from the ceiling, or maybe hang it over a table or something. Oh, I'm happy with that. What do you think, guys? What do you think, girl? She says, Delilah says, I think that is the business, mate. So there we have it. We have the finished product, the light. So it could either be a ceiling, hanging from a ceiling, maybe over a table, or a vertical or horizontal wall light. And while I was out walking Marley, guess what I found? Oh, I must curb my pallet addiction. Anyway, that is the story from start to done. I thank you.